Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to IB Scholar Prep. Now let's talk about GMAT Focus Edition. And before that, let's get to know about GMAT. This exam has been started in 1953, and since then GMAT is making so many good changes, which is more of a student friendly and meeting the university requirement as well. As you all know that GMAT Classic Edition is going to end by 31st of Jan, and after that we will only be able to write GMAT Focus Edition. Now let's look at what we have for Focus Edition this time. Now here, if you look at AWA is not there, which is the good part. Even IR is also not there, but hang on, IR will be there in terms of data insight. So you got three different sections which will have equal importance, like quantitative reasoning, verbal reasoning and data insight. Now the people who doesn't like geometry, they should be happy there is no geometry, and the people who doesn't like sentence correction, it's also not there, so it is also a good thing. Now in data insight you will see IR and also data sufficiency. Now let's see how each section will be scored. So if you look at section wise scoring, each section will be scored on the scale of 60 to 90 on the interval of 1, and if you look at the timing, it's nearby 2 minutes for each problem. If you look at the quant, you have 21 problems, which gives you 45 minutes, just above the 2 minutes, and the rest also just nearby 2 minutes. So that is the section wise scoring and timing. Let's look at the next thing here, overall score. So as you know, in the Classic Edition we used to receive a score of 200 to 800, but here the scoring will be 205 to 805. Now some of you might be guessing why this has been there, why they kept it 205. There's no rocket science in that. The GMAT only wanted to have a differentiator between Classic and the Focus Edition, because the scores are valid for the 5 years. So some of you might be applying with the Classic Edition and some of you might be applying with the Focus Edition. So university should at least know who is coming with what. Either you are coming with the Classic Edition or you are coming with the Focus Edition. So that's why we see the scoring range from 205 to 805 in the point of 10 point increment, and all the scores are going to end by 5. And one more good thing, each section will have the equal weightage, which is quant, verbal and reasoning. Now here the good thing also, you got a better section order. Like earlier we had only like 3 to 4 choices, but this time we got 6 choices, right? So you can start from any section and you can end on any section. It's up to you whether you want to start with the English or quant or data insight, it's your choice. Now if we look at emphasis on verbal or on quant, so most of the Indians, we love quant, right? And so there's a good news for us. This exam will consist of 2 sections out of 3, which is heavily focused only on the quant. So that is a good part. You know, I love quant, so I think this exam is for the people like me. We can always score better here. Now validity of the exam, so the validity will remain same 5 years, but there's one more good addition. Earlier you need to write your 5 colleges before you start your exam, but this time once you end the exam and after that even you have the scores on your official website, you have 48 hours to submit 5 free schools where you want to send your report. So that's one amazing thing. You can ask your mentors, coach, counselors, and you can have your score with you before choosing the colleges, so you know where to go. That's one good thing about the GMAT. Now let's look at, what is one more good thing. So your past will not haunt you. Earlier, whenever we used to write GMAT exam, if you're writing a second attempt, the first attempt score will always be in the second attempt. So if your scores are not good in the first, you got a very good score in second, the first score will always be there and it will reflect into your scorecard. But this time, you will get separate scorecards for all the attempts. So which means if you have to send somewhere your score report, whichever you feel is good fit for the university, you can send that. Like university is looking for more of quant and I got like less in other sections, it doesn't matter, you can send that score. If some is looking for overall great score, you can send that report. So its choice is all yours, it's up to you. So that's one amazing thing from the GMAT people. What we see, score penalty is one negative point, I would say. So if you don't answer a problem, there is a more of a penalty, right? So it would give you around 4 to 5 point of penalty. So which means you should finish all the problems on time, and even if you mark something wrong which has around 2 to 3 point of penalty. So that's again I would say one not very good thing. We won't call it a bad. Now one more, I would say, a bad thing as of now, because we have limited practice available for these exams as they have just started. So you have 2 free tests available on the md.com, and there are so many players that are trying to be equal to that, but they will take time to be equal matching with the GMAT. So that is one bad point right now, but don't worry, soon you will see a lot of practice for GMAT short exam as well. So that's all for today. If you need more help on such content and you're looking to prepare for GMAT, you can get in touch with us. We'll be happy to help you. I am Sanjeev Natani and I work as the academic head at Ivy Scholar Prep. You can make a note of our contact number and email ID. You can reach out to us for any help. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.